My name is Suleiman, and I went on a pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia. The essence of this video is just to share my experience, and I'm going to be sharing a few things to have in mind before embarking on a pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia, because bro, it is not as easy as it sounds. It is one of the hardest things to embark in life. As a Muslim, not only is going for Hajj one of the key pillars of Islam and one of the most important things to do as a Muslim, but the preparation to embark on such a journey is on another level. For someone like me, this was how I experienced it. I got cleared to travel to Saudi Arabia to perform Hajj. I didn't even announce it at first. I didn't tell a lot of people because I was waiting for my visa to come out and everything. But when he finally did, I told people, and they were excited for me, like, Haji, Galaji, that kind of thing. It was nice, but I myself, I felt off. I felt guilty for not being excited. I'm excited, of course, to go to Saudi Arabia to perform Hajj. Of course, I'm excited, but I'm not excited, if you understand what I mean. I'm not trying to be ungrateful for the opportunity to actually go, because you can actually try to go and do deny you visa and everything and things like that. But I'm this kind of person that I actually don't get overexcited about something I should get overexcited about. I don't know if that sounds weird, but I'm that kind of person. When a big news hits me, I don't know how to be. I don't know how to do it. I kept to myself and I was like, okay, cool. Alhamdulillah. So part of embarking on that journey, to prepare for the journey, I did all the necessary preparation. But one of the hardest preparation was my mind. I'm a Muslim and I'm a decent one. As a Muslim, I just worry about the fact that, okay, I'm going to Hajj. What are the things? I need to be different. It feels like I need to act different. Like this is not just a vacation. This is like the highest spiritual level you can ever think of. I'm going to a city where that level of spirituality is taking place. You have to have some certain expectations for yourself and your religion. So I second guessed myself. It was hard for me, to be fair, because I was thinking to myself, am I capable? Like, am I worthy enough? Or like, is my level of spirituality, does it okay me to actually go? Like, these are things that actually battled within myself, because I was actually scared of not being spiritual or religious enough. I'm religious. I'm very religious. I pray all the time. I'm not gonna praying once in a day or praying once in a week. I pray 5 daily salawats. I fast. I do the necessary things I'm supposed to do as a Muslim. But going to a place like that, I don't know. It felt like it was demanding a lot from me. Like, going there, you need to turn to like an Arafah. Like, that was my thinking back then. Like, am I on that scale to actually? I was feeling guilty for not being spiritual enough or not being religious enough to embark on such a journey. So before stepping out of the house and while I was en route to the journey, or let's say when I got to the airport at Heathrow, I felt numb because I was doubting my level of spirituality, my iman. It's just like something is way out of your league. Do you understand? Like, normally you're Muslim, you pray, you do this, you do that, but you're going into Saudi Arabia Hajj, where for every second, see if you are just trying to worship your Lord. I'm trying to put myself on that scale. It's a lot. It feels like I need to change to that person. I need to be that person before embarking on such a journey. So that was how I was numb, because I didn't know how to feel, and I felt guilty for not feeling that way before embarking on that journey. Does that make sense? So that was how I felt. But yeah, one of the things I'm gonna say before stepping out of the house is actually to not only are you to make your research before embarking on such a journey, before going to Hajj, make your research. The prayers you need to know them. You can ask your friends and everything. They can give you some prayer points, jot them down so that you can pray as you move. And I would say before stepping out of the house, you need to observe Nawafil. Not only do you need to make your research about what to do before, during, and after, also before stepping out of the house to go to the airport to start the journey, observe Nawafil. And I think there's a prayer you need to pray as well. There's a particular prayer you need to say, but if you don't know it, make your research. I can't remember the prayer, but if you don't know it, you can easily just say like a normal prayer for yourself for a successful journey and for you to be able to have the strength to perform Hajj, because bro, Hajj is going to take a lot from you. It's going to take a lot from you. So do that before stepping out of the house. Going back to how I felt, I had to even switch to listening to Quran. Normally I didn't feel the need to, why would I listen? I don't know, it just felt wrong. So I even switched to listening to Quran. So I felt that way throughout my journey to the airport. Then when I got to the airport, I think I had a call. The call was, I don't know, it made me breathe like I was myself. So I just thought to myself, hey Suleiman, you're actually a Muslim, you're a decent Muslim. So it's not like you don't practice the religion. You do. You get to be yourself. Just pretend like you're on a vacation, but just on a different type of vacation where you don't need to burden yourself right from now. When you get there, you're gonna feel it. You're going to adapt to the environment. That was the mindset I had eventually. And actually, I felt calm, like really calm. I took a deep breath and I was myself again. Although I did not enter Twitter and I did not do, like, I was into Quran. I did normal things I do, but I was just conscious of what I was doing. I think that is how it should be. Just be conscious, because your intention needs to change. You have to have the intention. These are the things that I think are important, but not necessarily you change the way you are. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, don't burden yourself because, am I supposed to be like an Arafah now? Oh, look at my fat is back accurate. No. It doesn't, I mean, it's deep, but it's not that deep. Be yourself, but just try to be conscious of what you're doing before embarking on the journey, and be prayerful. So when I got my mindset right, and yeah, I was fine, I was actually ready to embark on the journey, which is going to Saudi Arabia. So the first stop was, I think it was Jeddah, but we're going to, instead of going to Makkah directly, it was Medina, then Makkah. So before I continue, I want to give a shout out to Tafsan. Yes, Tafsan was the agency I followed, and believe me, it was a really good, challenging a little bit, but was a good experience overall, because I want to believe in life there's still going to be some unforeseen circumstances that's going to come your way. No matter how planned you are in life, it's just going to come. So you can't really blame it on the agency. You just have to blame it on, but it is what it is, man. So a big shout out to them. I paid for the standard. I think it was around like 6,000. So they do all sorts of packages, and it might be different for every year. I don't know, but the hotel we got was really decent. The hotel we got was far from decent. That was in Mecca. Medina one too was okay. But yeah, we paid for it and we got a really nice package. So they do Hajj, they do Umrah as well. So whichever package you want to go for, Tafsan is your guy. I think I'm going to drop the flyer here, the flyer that I got, so you can get one or two information and some phone numbers to reach out to whenever you want to travel. Whether you want to go for Hajj or Umrah, they are your plug. Honestly, it was a decent age. Like, the agency was really good, to be fair. So yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to Baba, Alaji. Okay, so where was I? What was I talking about? Right, so first stop was actually Medina. When we're heading to Medina, let's talk about the flight food. The flight food, I don't know, Sha. The time you say jollof rice don't finish. What the heck? The flight food was not, the food was not food in Sha. And I think that was the first step in not so getting the food standard you would want, like you would prefer, basically, because bro, the food is not food here. Saudi Arabia food is not food here. So another thing to take note of is whenever you're traveling, because when I was traveling, I wasn't, part of not being ready was me not even being ready at all. I only packed like few clothes. They're telling me that the place is super hot. Like I said, make a research before traveling. They're telling me that the place was super hot, that don't carry sweater. I carry one hoodie, because normally when a place is super hot, like there's still going to be some moments where we say cold go day, even though it's just a tiny bit. So I took one hoodie. I don't use that hoodie droughts. It was super hot. See, I've never experienced hot. When I got back to the UK, I was like, is this sun? Bro, I was happy to see sun in the UK, because now it's not sun, it's fire. In Saudi Arabia, oh my god, it was intense. Definition of intense, spell it in capital letters. That was how it was, bro. It was hot. So I only packed light clothes. That was the thing I did. I only carried like small clothes, and that was it. I didn't toothbrush, of course. A little bit of just a little things I'm going, but I didn't really pack much, because I was like, if I'm going to get stuff, I'm going to get it in Saudi Arabia instead. Even my Ashara, I didn't get it here. I think it's called Hiram cloth. I didn't get it here. I got it in Saudi Arabia. So one of the things you need to get is food. I mean, not like food like rice, or do you get rice? Or you eat rice, tire. What get is you might sweat. Bread too is in abundance there. So what things you need to get for a guy or for a lady, if you can get them, get stew, fried stew with a lot of ororo. I mean, these are the things that I saw over there, and people were just begging for things like that. Usabe alone, usabe. Pack, if you have the opportunity to get fried stew with lots of oil in it, get yaji, get if you like cereals, I don't like cereals. All those conflicts, I know they drop them. Get them, get cookout or whatever, all those things. Just get them. Get fried fish. No, I think. Okay, it does get fried meat or fried, all those fried stuff. Yeah, get them fried. I don't really see the need for those ones because I think you chop chicken in Saudi tire. So what else can you get? I don't know, all those things that you feel like you can carry, because you cannot carry rice, you cannot carry spaghetti. Okay, I think I can get noodles too, and maybe get like pot. I think I can get pots there, but just get the basic things that you need. See, people are going to tell you actually, but just get all those things, especially in terms of like things that you know that you can eat and just something to snack on for the days that are going to be there. Please get them. You need it too. But that look can't put that Bugatti. Gari was like paradise in our mouths. So moving on, when we got to Medina, the experience was not so nice at first because the person that they hired to carry us to our hotel did not deliver. So we were in the airport for a while. We had to even pray Fajr at the airport. There was no food, so I had to even take ice cream. I was really hungry, so I took ice cream and I took one sandwich. That sandwich was see the food. Okay, well, that was at the airport, so we eventually got to leave the airport after Fajr. I think we spent like 4 hours at the airport. It was not a nice experience at first because everybody was tired. I was stranded at the airport. No one to carry us to our hotel. It was not a nice experience at all, honestly speaking. Right, so when we got to leave the airport, we got to our hotel. Actually, it wasn't even our hotel. It's because necessary preparation were not made. I'm actually being honest here. The necessary preparation were not made for us to, because we took off earlier than expected. So necessary preparation were not made for us to lodge into our own hotel earlier. So we had to lodge into another hotel and we had to wait for a while before we could get access to those rooms in that other hotel, basically. The first day was not nice. I'm not gonna lie. It was really stressful at first, and that was in Medina, and eventually went to pray. So when we prayed, I was there for a while. I prayed. That was when I had the opportunity to call home and tell them that, hey, we're in Medina now. I mean, Medina is in Saudi Arabia, so don't get it twisted. Saudi Arabia is where Mecca and Medina is in Saudi Arabia, so for those who don't know. So I called everyone at home that, okay, yeah, we landed safely. This was the experience we went through. I mean, it wasn't so nice. I'm tired, this and that. So called home and everything, updated everyone about what's going on, because that is really important, because back home everyone's going to be panicking. Shoot today. Okay, so that was it. When I got back to the hotel, everyone was settled already, so I was the only one that needed to settle down. So I had to like take a shower, breathe in, breathe out. You're in a new city, you're in a new country. Yeah, that was the start. So we're going to be in Medina for like a few days, then go back to Makkah. Now, jumping straight to it. Okay, let me say a few things about Medina. Medina is a beautiful city, although I'll not lie, during Hajj season, it is hella busy. I've never gone to the worst parts, but let me just start from here. Medina is hella busy because as per Hajj season, it is quite expected. So we have the Prophet Mosque. The Prophet Mosque, it is a beauty. It is nice to be able to go to the mosque to pray for every single prayer. During Jummahs, everywhere is always filled up, and the weather over there is super hot, bro. You'll be sweating. There are certain things you need to do when you get to Medina. There are certain prayers you need to do. I mean, pray for yourself, pray for your family and everything, but there are certain things you need to do that is called Sunnah, and it's part of going on a pilgrimage. So what were the things we did? I can't really remember. My memory is kind of foggy right now. Yeah, we visited the mosque. There was a prayer spot we visited. I don't know, I'm kind of giving rough details right now, so I think I'm gonna skip Medina parts. But just know that there are certain things you need to do in Medina first before actually leaving. So there's gonna be ziyarah as well. So we're gonna perform ziyarah. You visit holy sites in the Prophet's Mosque as well, where you get to pray. Leaving Medina, I'm not gonna give all the details. I'm just gonna say things from my experience and give a few details that I still remember. Moving on, Medina was calm. They didn't see me preparations for like Nigerian meals, breakfast and dinner, which was actually not bad. We enjoyed that for a while. Not like food in Saudi Arabia is not it. I will not lie. While Jeboga, you must swear, it's like being in the UK all over again. But like, I think worse, because they are not settled. They are just there for like a moment, like a vacation thing. So you're not going to be settled. Sure, you get. See, whatever we're doing in Medina was plea. Medina is plea compared to what happened in Makkah, bro. Makkah is the real deal. So whenever you're leaving Medina to Makkah, you have to perform Umrah. Ideally, this is what happens. When you're embarking on a journey to Makkah, you have to be on a bus. Then the bus is going to take you to Miqat. Then Miqat is like a station where you're going to say your intention for Umrah. Then you guys will move ahead to Makkah. Yeah. So ideally, you can wear your clothes, then go to Miqat, say your intention for Umrah, then change into your white garments, then continue your journey to Makkah. That is how it's supposed to be. So if some of you are asking me like, we are doing Hajj, why do you need to do Umrah again? It's part of the requirements. I think that there are different types of Hajj, but the ones we do and the ones that are commonly known to us is the one that you have to do the Umrah first, then Hajj. You have to do Umrah and Hajj, but Umrah needs to come first before Hajj. So Umrah is called Lesser Hajj. Then we have the Hajj. So when you want to perform Hajj, you need to do Umrah first before performing Hajj. So when you are performing Umrah, you are migrating from Medina to Makkah. There is a city in between called Miqat. Will I call it a city or like a station? So Miqat is where you are going to change your clothes to Ashra Aram, to your Hiram dress, and say your intentions for Umrah. Then head to Makkah. So if you don't want to change your dress, and also to save time, which is what we did, we actually performed ghusl in our hotel. We changed to the Ihram garment, then we embarked on a journey to Makkah. But we still got to Miqat. The most important thing to do in Miqat is to say your intention for Umrah, which is Labbaika Allahumma Umratan. So that is your intention. You say the intention. You say that, which is you declaring that, oh, you're about to perform Umrah. Then you go back to the bus and head to Makkah. So while you're leaving Miqat, on your way to Makkah, you need to keep saying Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik, Labbaik la sharika laka Labbaik, Innal hamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulku la sharika lak, before you get to Makkah. Now, that is just how things are. I'm gonna say how we experienced it. Basically, we left Medina 10 o'clock in the morning and we got to Makkah 10 p.m. Bro, it was not funny. Honestly speaking, it was not funny. But yeah, we went through a little bit of a challenge. See us, we want one of the reasons why we didn't change, one of the reasons why we had our Ihram dress at the hotel before leaving was because we wanted to save time. Now we actually didn't save anything. Like, bro, we got to Makkah late. One of the reasons why we got to Makkah late was because of the driver. The driver missed road, so we wasted like 2 hours on the road because of that. When we finally got to Makkah, bro, we didn't get to our hotel. We were supposed to go to our hotel, but we were unable to get to our hotel. So Tafsan was hosting 2 countries, and I think a few others, but majorly Nigeria and UK. So we're moving together from Medina to Makkah. So when we got to Makkah, the road to our hotel was blocked, so we couldn't get past it. So we were just going round and round and round in circles. Bro, it was not funny. It wasn't so nice. So what happened eventually was, I said the securities in Saudi will frustrate you. Jot that down now. Eventually we got to one of the hotels. The hotels were for the people in Lagos, like coming from Lagos, Nigeria. That was the hotel the driver took us to. They now dropped all our loads down. When people were not shouting, we haven't gone to our hotel. It was a crisis, because ideally the plan was that when we get to Makkah, we are going to perform Umrah, not immediately, but we'll like pray Maghrib and Isha, then we'll have dinner, then we'll rest a bit, then perform Umrah. Bro, that was not the case. What started with our own was noise. Everybody was shouting. And not in our hotel. The driver now dropped all the load at the hotel booked for people coming from Nigeria. Bro, it was not nice, honestly speaking. But then what happened? Nothing was done. What happened was that the plan we had before, we had to like rush that plan. Remember, we got to Makkah 10:30. So going all through that was like super stressed, because everyone was tired, everyone needed to rest, and everyone was hungry too. So we didn't know what to do. Alhaji was like, okay, cool, everybody should calm down. We should just go inside the hotel and freshen up. The food that we provided, we can't even talk. They gave me about like this, like, oh, I was not even, if I self, I didn't even know how I felt. I didn't really eat that food, I'm not lying. But waiting concern them. They have provided food just to manage. It's not like they wanted things like that to happen, but it happened anyway. So just manage. So we ate. After eating, we prayed, rested a bit. Then we headed straight to the Kaaba, to perform Umrah. Bro, that walk was long. Everybody to Savuni. Oh yeah, head to Kaaba. Ideally, from our hotel, the Kaaba is just like 3 to 5 minutes away. But from that hotel, it was like 25 minutes, I think. So I had to. That was the beginning of our trekking journey in Makkah. Because in Makkah, you are going to walk. Bro, the sun is never. See, even in the nights, the heat day for nights, it's still very, really, really like hot at night as well. So I had to like trek from there. We're shouting Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik. And me, once in a while, I like taking control. So at a point, my voice was the loudest because everybody was tired. So I was like, let me to enter front. Be ready, day. Labbaik Allah. Yeah, move. It was I'm this kind of person that even though I'm tired, but if I summon a little bit of courage to like, yeah, Bismillah, let's go. Even my man was like, don't stop, continue. We like your voice, continue. Okay. In our white hiramu, we are not meant to change, because you need to perform Umrah first before changing. So we're embarking on Umrah. When we go to Kaaba, bro, I've actually been to Saudi Arabia before, but seeing that site again, we haven't actually seen the Kaaba, we just saw the mosques, bro. I just kept staring, I just kept saying Allahu Akbar. Like, no one needs to force you. These things like this, you feel them. God is great. One of the things that baffles me the most, especially in Saudi Arabia, is how people respond to the call just by calling to prayer. If you see how people go to the mosques, to the masjid, just by answering a last call. Like, it's not a time to pray. They are just calling you guys to come and pray. Bro, people will be walking like as if they are summoning, like as if they are controlling, they are pressing buttons in your head. As if they have used jazz that come. Like that is that is how it feels when you see people moving from their location just to get to the mosque, just to pray, just to worship their Lord. Seeing something like that, how would that not convince you that there is a higher power? How? Our atheists, I be waiting and you call them. How does it happen? How? Things like that will definitely change it will shift your understanding. Like, God is great. Like, things like that will just bust your like. Now seeing the sight of people like that, when they now call to prayer, when they come as when everyone is about to pray, you just say Allah Akbar. The way everyone quiet, like as if there's nobody in that city anymore. Like there's no one in that city. Like that is the power of Allah. See, I used to tell people, may Allah grant every Muslim, not even just Muslim, may Allah get everyone possible to actually just go to Saudi Arabia, to Makkah, to experience that. It might not change your religion, but to change some part of your life, some aspect of your life, you will know something. You get to cherish what's being seen, because it's not even you're not faking it though. This one is genuine feeling. Like you go feel and say there's a higher power. I don't know you. Like it's really nice to just go to a city like that every once in a while to just have that experience, everyone having one mindset, everyone having one thing going on, just a community, and not just a small community. Like the community is all fair be weedy, like it's really, really large. Like people, there are a lot of people in the world. That's why you're doing Hajj. They will choke you, you shout yalla, you go. That's my favorite word. Yalla, like, and I'm this kind of person that I mimic people easily. So when it comes to yalla, like this or Benny, I always take charge. And I used to form this authoritative voice too, and I won't be saying yalla. If I say yalla I'll pretend as if I'm a secret or something. So everybody will like, some people get scared and be like, okay, move away from this, because bro, they will choke you. Inside hot sun, they will choke you. So seeing the sight of the mosque was really nice, and I couldn't help but say Allahu Akbar and just take that in for a moment. Then we got to Kaaba. Part of performing Umrah is, circling the Kaaba 7 times. When you get to the green lights, you make intention for like starting the circle, which is 7 times. The first circle, Bismillah Allahu Akbar to the Kaaba. When you see the green lights, Bismillah Allahu Akbar, Bismillah Allahu Akbar, Bismillah Allahu Akbar. Then you move, do the first circle, do Bismillah Allahu Akbar for the second circle. When you get to the 7th one, that will be the end of it. You perform Nawafil and you pray this Nawafil and just make a small supplication. That one, we call it Tawaf. Doing that circle is called Tawaf. After that, pray your Nawafil and head to Safa and Marwa. So Safa and Marwa is where, the story, I know the story, but I don't say the story because I don't confuse people. But yeah, it's part of the Umrah rites. So you're gonna do that 7 times, Safa and Marwa, back and forth, back and forth. You do that, I think it's 7 times too, yeah. Do that 7 times. And you keep praying whatever you want. Say your supplication, say whatever you want. Keep praying. There is Zamzam water too, so you can take it. Okay, I think it's after Tawaf that you drink Zamzam, then do Safa and Marwa. After you do Safa and Marwa, you keep praying as you're doing Safa and Marwa and everything. All the intention, all the prayer and the word, all the stuff you've written on your notepad, say them. And that's the end. Go back to your hotel, have a bath, change, you're done Umrah. Relax for the next few days and it's time for Hajj. It depends on when you go there, but for my own, we took a break. We were in Makkah for a while. Then it was time to perform Hajj. Part of performing Hajj is actually migrating from Makkah to Mina. Mina is camp, basically. So you're meant to be in Mina for like 5 days. Before heading to Mina, you do the same thing you do for Umrah. You have your bath, make your intention, wear your Haram. You're going to wear that Haram clothes for like, I think 3 days. You get to change it on Eid day, basically. So you are going to spend 5 days in Mina. The first day, you're embarking on a journey to Mina. You're settling in. During the camp period, there have been rumors of, I hear people, or normally the agency we followed, they gave us information about how the camp feeling looks like or feels like. And yeah, they basically wanted us to expect, I won't really say the worst, but like have certain expectations, have this mindset when you're going there, which is the mindset of not feeling comfortable. So the camp is actually not a place you're going to feel comfortable because, I mean, it's not your house where you can just lie down or sit in or sleeping on a very big bed. Have that mindset that you're going there to worship your Lord and not to feel comfortable. Do you get? So there's going to be a lot of noise. You know, this wasi that we Nigerians used to host is going to see your sleep service is going to be manageable. You just have to just endure for the time being. So there's going to be noise. The food too is not nice, but you just have to manage it because that's the only thing on ground. There are going to be snacks too. You can feast on snacks and everything. There's some little provisions provided, like fan, brush and everything. So that one as well. There's going to be juices. There are going to be snacks in between. What else was there? So yeah, you guys will be touching each other because the bed is very, very, very small. So, but there's ventilation. That is one thing I can say. That is a good thing. There's enough ventilation for everybody. And what else? Yeah, the bathroom situation. You will queue for bathroom. You know, go see if I have bathroom, toilets. That one is another story. Just have that mindset that you're not going there to play. You're going there to be uncomfortable, but to worship your Lord. You're going there for a higher purpose, basically. So another thing to mention is the handbands. Those handbands, and you feel like a prisoner. The yellow, they will give you handbands. You're going to have an ID card, a brown one. You're going to have They're going to have 2 handbands. One color pink, one green. Well, I don't know, that handband, you cannot take it off, you cannot cut it because it's a form of identification, even though they didn't use it, or for our own parts, they didn't use it. But it's necessary to have it at all times because you'll be restricted from maybe like getting to the Kaaba or like going to certain places if you don't have those bands on. So they have to be on you all time. And yes, you're going to bath with it, you eat with it, you do everything, you sleep with it. You're not meant to remove it until the end of your Hajj. Now, that night of the day you got to Mina, you'll be heading to Arafah. Arafah is another place as well. These are parts of Hajj rites. So you go to Arafah. We went to Arafah on the night of the day we got to Mina. So we slept at Arafah. The next day was the day of Arafah. So the 8th of Zulhijjah is when you go to Mina. 9th of Arafah is Arafah day. So that is the day you do your Arafah. So I failed to mention, before leaving your hotel, like before you leave to Mina, you have to say your intention. That one, instead of Umratan, you say Hajjan. Labbaik Allahumma Hajjan. So when you get to Mina, that night, go to Arafah. Now, the following morning is Arafah day. Now, I heard that it's not compulsory to actually reach Mount Arafah. I don't know, but I did. And bro, I'll not lie, it was crazy because I was lost. I got missing. Honestly, it was not a nice experience. Like I told you, it's super hot over there. So it's hot to the extent that you might not even be able to breathe. I'm exaggerating, but it's crazy hot. So I went to the Mount Arafah myself. I was excited to see the mountain. I climbed. I was going like like flash on top of the mountain. It was crazy hot, but I thought I could get to the top of the mountain. I swear, halfway to the mountain, my chest just got heavy. I couldn't breathe. It was tightened, and I'm actually not capping. I'm not even exaggerating. It was tightened. I couldn't breathe. I thought I needed to drink water. I didn't even have enough water because I've used it. Because see, your superpower is water. Drinking water. You drink water to be. After drinking the water, drink another one. Gets dried off immediately, almost immediately. Even though if you're holding the water, the water is going to get hot, so you have to treat it and get another one. There's a lot of water everywhere, so you don't need to worry about that. You drink water, but you see food. I got to camp and I said that food not nice. I don't want to say it in a bad way, but the food is not nice. So when I got to the mountain, I thought I needed water to revive myself because, like I said, my chest was beating and it was actually tight, like I couldn't breathe. Someone got me water, bro. I said that water did not do anything. It was still the same. The only thing that could cure it was actually me sitting down, which I did. Bro, I never felt like I couldn't reach the top. Like I don't know how possible that was. I even thought I was really one. Someone told me that if I explained the same thing, I was like, that is insane. I don't know what was on that mountain, but that mountain do me something. See the flow. Nice. Okay, so so I stayed in the middle of the mountain. I couldn't go up, so I was like, you know what, I'm already on the mountain, so it's super hot. Don't forget, it's super hot. So I had to start praying. I had this umbrella in my head. When I threw the umbrella away, I fling it. So it's done spoil already. So when I finished praying, I felt fulfilled. I was like, let me calm down. I came down. I was thinking the exit and the entry were the same thing. When it's not the same thing, I had to pass another exit. That was how I got missing. I lost. Thank God for Google app. I'll be waiting in the column. But I was trying to find my way at first. I didn't even know I was missing until I realized it. I was walking. I couldn't find my way. I wasn't even the only one that was missing. I saw some blacks. They were missing too. Plenty. Not even black Nigerians to be precise. I'm missing. You cannot find our camp because there are a lot of camps there. There are camps for like Asians, white. Like you say you're missing. Water was like my fuel. As I was drinking water, I was moving further to being lost. As I got to a place I couldn't move anymore, and I was asking all the security, now they understand, and they don't have any sense of direction. And someone even told me that they actually hire most of the security from different countries, that they are not actually like from Saudi Arabia, so they will not know the location to be precise. So you need to, for every location you go to, this is another advice, pin that location, because it's really, really important for you to do so, because you will get lost. It's inevitable. So I even had to contact a friend of mine at the camp. He did not answer me on time, so I don't know. I was sitting down with the security, just trying to like catch my breath, because I don't even know where to move, because everywhere was looking the same. So the guy told me to enter their camp. Bro, that camp was like heaven. Seafood, see all those food no enter my eye. Do you know what's enter my eye? Water and juice. I pack them inside my bag. I pack them. The fuel, start on that journey. So when my guy in camp answered me, he sent me map. Guess what? I had to go back to the mountain to the Mount Arafah and find the right exits. It wasn't funny, bro. I spent like an hour walking to the middle of nowhere. And I had to trek back to my camp. Might you know funny? I got to the camp like this. I was shaking. It's as if they literally pour water on my body. This one is not couple. It's like they actual pour water. I be rain fair. It can't wet me from head to toe. I'm fresh, bro. I swear to God, it wasn't a fun experience. I got to my section of the bed. If I said, the food during the camp period, it's not even nice. I'm not even going to. It's not nice. So prepare yourself well before heading, because that's what you're going to need. You will drink, you will love gari. Gari was like one heavenly food then. So I wasn't hungry, I was kind of dehydrated. I needed more liquids, basically. That's what I was craving for when I got back to the camp. This is Camp Arafah, because it's still after a day. So that was the day people were sharing gari too. So I was able to drink gari. Gari is not like food, but like in between liquids. And so I took gari. Gari was, I felt really good, I swear. So that night, so like I said, you're meant to spend 5 days away from Makkah. So we needed to head back to Mina. So that's second day, which is day of Arafah. The next day is Eid day. Ideally, from Arafah, you're meant to go straight back to Mina. But it is important for all pilgrims to go to Muzdalifah first before heading to Mina. So the night of Arafah day, we're meant to go to Muzdalifah. So you're not supposed to pray Maghrib and Isha in Arafah. You're meant to do that in Muzdalifah. All part of Sunnah. When we got to Muzdalifah, we prayed Maghrib and Isha, and we had to sleep a while, then pray Fajr, then head to Jamarat, where we're going to throw stones at the devil. There's mommy of devil, daddy of devil, and devil itself. That's what is in Jamarat. So in Muzdalifah, you're meant to pick 49 pebbles, 49 stones. Just small stones inside a bottle. Then after doing that, pray Fajr. After praying Fajr, it's time to march. Bro, you go waka. Me waka 2 hours straight. I never seen him before. I waka that day, I service, I waka. Everybody marched. Is it marched or marched? Everybody shall carry body. Everybody waka. So we're heading to Jamarat. There were some unforeseen circumstances, like the securities blocking the road. Securities go frustrate you from Makkah. They're part of the things that will make your life in Saudi Arabia close to a living hell. Like, they will just frustrate you. And the fact that they don't even understand Arabic self, and you don't understand Arabic. Hey, bro, that will say that will suffer you small. I'm not even capping right now. So they're blocking the road for some reasons too, but we had to find our way to Jamarat. So everybody was marching. Bro, if you see crowd, once again you say Allahu Akbar. All this to worship your Lord. All this, Allahu Akbar one more time. Bro, you will experience some things that will just baffle you. People were marching to Jamarat. You see old people. Bro, at some point I was tired, but I see some old people. I was like, bro, you don't have the right to be tired. May you see this old woman, they carry body, say they won't go stone devil. Like, who are you? Why are you to be tired? You a young boy. Why are you to be tired? Timo, someone carry my body in it. You are the time. I macho. I think I carry load. Me and my partner, we carry load with the waka. Because what them Tafsan did, what the rest of the group did was that they went back to Mona to drop their load. We didn't know, because us, our own leg. I said, why, yeah, we're working fast. We carried our load to Jamra, so it was a lot of stress for us. At the point, I dropped big boy, I drank small water, because I was thinking I was going to get Jamra without hydrating myself. But it was a really long journey, and it was a sweaty one. Early in the morning. It was bright and early in our faces. We got to Jamarat, we stoned devil head. So the first day I had to throw 7 pebbles at one devil. The second day too. The first day we went to Jamarat. That's the third day being away from Makkah. That third day is Eid day. So there are 3 particular things you should do at Eid day. The first one is to go to Jamarat to throw stones at the devil. 7 pebbles at just one devil. The second thing is to cut your hair, and the third thing is to kill ram. So that was the first thing we did. Throw pebbles at one devil, just 7. Then go back to Muna. Then from there headed back to Muna. I still lost when I was going back to Muna because it was a journey and it was a hot one. So you go back to Muna that day, or you can actually choose to go to Makkah to do your hajj, because not only are you going to do Safa and Marwa and Tawaf during Umrah, but you're also going to do the same. Yeah, you do Tawaf and you do Safa and Marwa for hajj as well. So you can go back after you during Eid, you can choose after throwing the first stone, cutting your hair and killing a ram. That one will be arranged for you. So you can choose to go back to Mecca and do your Tawaf and Safa and Marwa, then head back to Mona, because I'm not meant to sleep in Mecca. So you can choose to do that. But it's just preferable sometimes. It's kind of preferable if you throw your stones and head back to the camp to cut your hair and do all sorts. So the second day, which is the 4th day away from Mecca, you go to Jamarat again and throw stones at the devil. Now, I said there are 3 representations. They're going to throw 7 stones each at each representation of the devil. The first day was just one devil, which is 7. The second day is 777. Is that not 21? Yeah. And the last day as well, throw the stones at those devils. 777 for each of the devils. And that's the end of... Okay, that's not the end. You need to go back to Makkah and do Tawaf and Safa Marwa if you haven't. And that's the end of Hajj, guys. That's the end of Hajj. You've completed your Hajj, now it's time to shop. It's time to do some shopping, bro. I mean, it's not that you're not required to shop. You can shop anytime you want to, but that's just the best time to do it, because you have done all the necessary things that requires of you to complete your pilgrimage, your first ever pilgrimage. And bro, I will not lie to you guys, that was such an honor to be alive, to witness it, to actually do it, to complete one of the vital parts of being a Muslim. Like, it's part of the pillars of Islam. Now, for you to be able to like take one off again, Hajj is not child's play. You see that walking? You see, when you are going to throw stone at Jamrat, you're not going to enter car, you're not going to enter bus, you're not going to enter keke. You're going to walk from Mina to Jamrat. The first time we did, the first day, which was Eid day, was from Muzdalifah to Jamrat, which was took like 2 hours. But from Mina to Jamrat is less time. Like, it's still long. It's still going to take a while. I think it's like an hour, but you're still going to walk back and forth. Back 1 hour, forth 1 hour. So you will waka and you will sweat, because Hajj, especially during the season, the time we went, it was super hot. Bro, you will drink water go turn your best friend, bro. You will drink water, you will bath, you will wear the lightest of clothes. This one is not like UK that you off clothes. Why you want to see that? They put you inside jail. Hey, man, I fear that thing too. Fear that thing, say you could respect security, because if you do anyhow, if he does jail you, collect your visa, you don't finish for you. That's I'm not like Saudi Arabia is a really, really strict community. I feel personally there are two things when I think of Saudi Arabia now, two things comes to mind: business and religion. Saudi, they do business. They do business. See Makkah. Medina is play. Makkah like this. You go see everything. Everybody, everything. All the markets, you go full ground. Saudi no be child's play, but alhamdulillah. I'm pretty sure I didn't say some of the things I went through, but I think that's just like a summary, because one of the major things was just food, especially at the camp part. The camp part is not nice. Food was not nice at all. So all your series and the stew you have is going to play a good role, because that sometimes they will give you rice in Embarked. That stew and yaji just works. It's better if you have it. I didn't have it, but people had it and it was nice. So it's good to have it. Any jakuje you can see, get it, have it in your bag or something that can last you for a long time. Food was one of the biggest thing that affected me over there. Now the language as well, language barrier. You suffer. So if there's some basic Arabic you need to learn before going, please do. Because Yalla was my favorite word. Yalla, sometimes now I go do aggressively, because people will choke you. The securities will frustrate you. There was a time I was heading somewhere. Your path is straight like this. Yeah? The securities will make it like this before you get there. There was a point that I almost cried because I was frustrated. That's why I don't go out. I know, like, during Hajj it's not as easy for you to go to the Kaaba to do tawaf, because you can do tawaf if you want to. Like, you can even do it every day if it's easy for you. But it's not easy. No, not like during Hajj, just do Umrah tawaf, Hajj tawaf, and Idagbedi bye-bye tawaf, because it's sooner for you to do tawaf before leaving Makkah. So those are the things important. So if you can add like 2 extra to it, that's fine. If you can do more than that, that's fine. It's more good deeds for you. But it's not a must. Don't kill yourself. Add. Oh my god. You not even see, I don't like stepping out of my room, because there's an opportunity for us to actually pray at our hotel. So I do that. And we do it. Yeah, and some of you will be like, this one is even ungrateful. They give you opportunity, may you go hard. They go Kaaba, they do tawaf, you know fit. That's the from Umrah. During Umrah, bro, it's ideal for you to go tawaf all the time. That will be issue. Yeah, I think you should actually do that, because it makes more sense. But doing hard, where you want the opportunity, people go choking. This one will be play, this one will be being so. God did not say you should come and kill yourself. Come and worship me normally. Hajj is different, because you're going to strive, both body and soul. Worship me. You are going to go above and beyond. Don't overdo. Don't come out before me, because I'm favorite servant of God. You just die. People actually die doing Hajj. Maybe you had. So don't be one of them. Do what you need to do, strive, but don't overdo. And if you're thinking of the best time to go to the Kaaba and observe tawaf, there's no best time. See, from dawn to dusk, everywhere is filled up. There is people everywhere. I'm not capping. Every time you go in the morning, you see people afternoon. It's filled up all the time, so don't even stress. Do the important ones and do a few necessary ones, and that's okay. You can come to the mosque and observe and pray normal prayer. So those are the things I just feel like you guys need to know. So first thing, be mentally ready, be spiritually ready, most importantly be physically ready, because you go waka. I'm not even capping, you go waka. The waka way with the waka from Muzdalifah to Mina to Jamrat, now waka. There's no bus, there's no car, you will waka. You will walk. So prepare yourself mentally, spiritually. Have 1 or 2 snacks with you, foods that will sustain you throughout your days there. Yaji, fried stew, meat, gari is very important. Get drugs, maybe like paracetamol, all those kata drugs, get them. Face masks is important to get face masks. Actually, there was a time I end the marks like this, I was just hearing people sneeze. I swear, like, it didn't be like beats. Won't tell everyone. Because and it was it was consecutive. It was bro. Wear nose masks if you need to wear nose masks. Use drugs. Carry them with you. Have sufficient money to have a budget so that you don't overspend. Sunglasses are my best friend. I want to step out like this. You will not see me without sunglasses. It's impossible. I could just blind straight. So it's important to have that as well. Learn 1 or 2 Arabic. I got my Hiram dress in Saudi Arabia, so you can't wait to get Saudi Arabia to get it. Your passport, your documents. So I think those are like the important things you guys need to know. I know that definitely there are some things I haven't mentioned, maybe like struggles in terms of prayer points and everything, but when you make a research and everything, you get to know 1 or 2 things. So just be prepared for that. Know what you're embarking on and have a mindset for it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for every one of us. May Allah make it possible for everyone to embark on such a wonderful journey, which is a life-changing one. So I think that's everything, guys. That was a lot, to be fair, but it was an experience. May Allah make yours easy as well, because there's no how you want to prepare. There's still going to be some unforeseen circumstances that are going to hit you. You can't prepare for that, but you can always hope for the best. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make everything easy for every one of us. Pre-Hajj, during Hajj, and post-Hajj. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. It's a wrap.